Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Hi.
My name, Hi, everyone. Welcome at the second time. My name is Rita Egidio. I am your host on Dream Warriors podcast, or in this case, I should say Strong Dream Warrior Women podcast.
Yay.
And I have Mary here with me. Um, oh my God, I have so many questions for you.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I'm
but
super excited.
I want you to pick up the microphone, tell us who you are, what you do, and where you're based. And welcome.
Okay. I'm a spiritual medium and an author and a lot of other things. But basically, I'm able to communicate with spirit, help other people communicate with spirit, and the spirit within, which I find is the most important. I just wrote a book, Solutions from the Soul,
Such a
8 Keys
beautiful
to
book.
opening your ability to communicate with spirit. It's on Amazon. It doesn't show up very good here, but it's a wonderful book. It tells you all about the spirit world. It tells you about yourself. It tells you about your loved ones in spirit, your animals, and so much more. And oh, I also have a little journal on Amazon, Journal of the Soul. And it has inspirational words. Oh, you can't really see it very well here, but you can look it up on Amazon. I believe Solutions from the Soul has a first look and also comes in a Kindle. But I just have so much to give to the world. And my main focus is women because I'm a woman. And it seems like women are kind of getting devalued these days.
Oh my
And
God.
and we have to embrace our wonderfulness and find it. And what I found with so many female clients is this underneath lack of worthiness, this underneath lack of self-love. Um, and it affects their relationships, their career, their abundance, their well-being. And I'm so excited because I'm coming up with this wonderful program called the Psychic Goddess Attunement. And it's going to have some juicy, yummy stuff in it for women to embrace their magnificence because women are magnificent. But what I found is sometimes as women, we have to learn to be our own mothers and birth our own process for joy, abundance,
Beautiful.
community,
I
and
don't
much
have
more.
I don't have a mother. My mom died. I have a mother, but I don't have a mother. My mother died many years ago.
Oh,
And um, at this moment, I'm not living with my kids. So kind of my brain feels that I'm not a mother at this moment, but it's not true. But
right.
I think you just changed my life with one phrase.
Oh,
Needs to learn to be our own mothers.
that's right. And the reason I really came to this is because, you go through life and as a child, you just go through it and you don't necessarily understand it. And since I have traveled the world learning, training with masters of my craft, spirituality, mediumship, psychicness, all that kind of stuff, you can look it on my website, marycampbell.com, Mary with an I. But I grew up and I had a mother, but emotionally, I kind of felt like I was emotionally feral. She really wasn't the mother my best friend had. So I had to teach myself how to go through life. And then you end up, or I ended up going in failed relationships and always searching outside of myself. When it's all in here, we have this wonderful soul and spirit and heart and so much love and emotions and feelings that we as women must embrace our wonderfulness. So like I said, we can learn to be our own mothers and birth our wonderful, magnificent self. And I can show you how.
Wow. I just had the epiphany.
Ooh, I love it.
So my mom died when I was 10,
Okay.
but I just realized that until I was 10, when I think about her, I think that, oh, I love my mom so much and she's gone anymore. But
Okay.
when I think about my mom in reality now, I wish she took different decisions.
Yes.
So it's kind of, because the first step to heal something is finding that the problem is there. So
Acknowledging.
yeah.
Yes.
So it's interesting because I feel like I just realized now in 2 minutes of conversation with you that I have pain that I did not properly address about the decisions that she took when she was still alive. Because it's really easy for me.
Exactly.
It's really easy for me to say, oh my God, I wish my mom was here because my mom will protect me. My mom will defend me. My mom, and in reality, she took a lot of wrong in my perspective. And I'm the
Yes.
mother who have no kids at this moment. So I cannot judge. I feel them I'm just doing things. I'm trying to figure out my way so they live with the
Ex-
mother in a few years.
Exactly. And it's those inner wounds that a lot of time us as women, we don't realize because they've either been stuffed down or we want to believe the happy ending. We want to believe the good. And so we kind of throw our trust out there when upon reflection, like speaking of my own mother, it's not a judgment call. I have no anger or bitterness. I've worked through all that. She was who she was, and she used whatever tool she had to get through life, but it didn't really serve my life.
Yeah,
So
but
I had to figure it out.
yeah, at the same time, Mary, if we had the parents we loved and the childhood we wish, we're not sitting here.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe for myself, this was my mission to come to this world. I mean, I believe we come to this world to learn how to live in joy. And a lot of us have a lot of struggles. And ultimately, I came in as a healer. I was a registered nurse for decades, and I used my healing that way. And then when I was done with that chapter of my life, then it was about helping others heal spiritually and the healing between the two worlds, the spirit world and the world within, the spirit within. So that's kind of been my mission. I've always been one of those kind of people that just knows answers. And I would always wonder, how do I know that? But you know what? You know answers. A lot of women know answers for themselves. They just have to learn how to tap into it. And I
And
can show them how.
and and I feel that in Europe, where I'm Portuguese, I grew up in Africa, so I have this duality of growing up in a place where magic and psychic and download
Oh,
of
yes.
information is in
Yes.
reality. Then I go to Europe and I close that part of me, what was really strong. And then
Right.
no, I came to Mexico and I stay in Mexico. In one of my notebooks, I said, I want to finally connect with the witch, was the only thing I could say it.
Right.
Then is inside of me, then exists on me. Because in
Right.
South America, Central America, South America, this is reality. And the
Exactly.
Occidental world is like, what are you saying? People don't even believe in energy, how they can believe in downloads of information.
Right, right. And that's what we've kind of lost, especially in this high tech, so much bombardment, social media, this, that. And I love social media, so don't get me wrong. But that connection with the traditions and the cultures that were passed on, a lot of it got left behind because, well, I'll just say for myself, like on my Irish side of the family, they didn't talk about they were Irish. No, they were Americans. They kind of dismissed it, but yet my grandmother had those gifts and her mother had those gifts.
And Celtic energy, I have been experiencing. Okay, I live in Mexico now. I live in Yucatan. Very strong female energy. And in a certain way, it's balancing me with always on my male energy. And I'm so grateful for that, grateful for the insights, grateful
Yes.
for the learning, grateful for. But when I did the Interrail when I was 17 for 18, and I was in Scotland and I was in the south,
I love
in the south of Glastonbury. If I go back in time, I remember to be there with my then boyfriend. We are 17
Yes.
and I said to him, I was the first time then I saw something esoteric. So I saw crystals and I remember to tell him, this is what I want to do. And it took me, I'm 41, so 24 years to arrive to become a healer and to become a coach and to heal people and to guide people and to download information and to learn Akashic records and all of that.
Right. And I went to Scotland too, because I have Scottish ancestors from there. And I went with my daughter, one of my daughters, I have twin girls, one of my daughters, and we traveled all around Scotland, the woods, the cities, the back roads, the castles. And I'm telling you, in the castle, it's this one castle, I have this past life memory because I know a lot of my past lives just since I was a little kid. And try and tell that to your parents. They're like, no, you didn't live then. But anyway, so I have access to a lot of that. And you're right, Scotland is so magical. I absolutely adore it. I'm glad I have the ancestry, but anyone can experience its magic.
No, just Celtic music.
Yes. I love that.
I will say Enya is one, like the song, one of my favorites, not for the movie, but one of my favorite musics ever is the music Now You Are Free from the Gladiator. Then it's a Celtic song.
Yes.
It's so powerful. I think about that and I feel chicken skin, goosebumps.
I know. And sound's so important. That's why I can only put one in my ear, because I hear things and I can't plug my head up. So, it sounds funny, but I'm so sensitive to sound and like the Celtic music and all of that. Oh yeah, it just vibrates in your soul.
The funny thing about music is I'm original DJ. I tour the world playing electronic dance music. And I don't know why, but I'm getting this vibration saying, then I should start going to music for healing music, and putting together healing music for my followers. So I think it's, I don't know what is going on with you, Mary, but I'm getting a lot of downloads on this call.
Yay! Yummy, yummy,
power. Yummy.
Yes, I love it.
What kind of women do you help?
I help. It's interesting, women don't come to you and say, oh, I have this problem. It might be disguised as, oh, somebody I'm dating, my husband, or it might be about abundance, or it might be, I feel stuck. but I'm able to see through what's going on. And what, like I said in the beginning, what I discovered is a lot of it really is about worthiness, a lack of it, a lack of worthiness, a lack of self-love.
I have the same.
And
Everyone gets
joy.
the same. Yeah.
And my goal is to help them manifest the life they deserve as powerful, empowered, magnificent women. And so that's why I'm like, oh my gosh, I have got to help these women on a broader spectrum, because they all have the same issues. And I know, because I have the same issues myself, you know. So that's usually what I find is it has to do with career, relationships, love, self-love, and relationship love, and just not knowing what direction to go in.
Confidence many times.
Yes, it all equals lack of confidence, all of it, because everyone's searching outside. Oh, if I have that perfect relationship, or that perfect guy, or that perfect girl, or that perfect job, or maybe
nobody is ready to be happy now. We will be happy when.
Yes, exactly. And we have the present moment. We can reflect upon the future, what we want to draw to us, but we really have to live in the present moment. And imagination is wonderful. It opens up your spiritual gifts. It helps you dream and manifest, but you still have to live in the real world of being a human with a physical existence. So what do you fuel yourself with? If you think of it like a car, you know, a car needs gas or petrol. What about a human? You need that fuel for your soul to live the life that you came here to live in joy. So it's my mission.
Yeah.
My mission.
Can you share a successful story from one of your clients without telling the name, obvious, but.
Oh, sure. Just recently I had this woman, and she had so much loss, physical loss, like a lot of deaths in a short span of time. And she just felt stuck. She didn't, I mean, she woke up every day, took care of her family, and did the everydays that you have to do to get by. But her soul kind of felt dead herself. And so I was able to blend with her aura, and I just picked up so much information about her. And I was able to share that with her, and the call changed her life. It changed her life for the better. And that, see, it's an energy exchange, because it made me so happy to be able to help her, help herself, because that's my goal. It's like the fishing.
That is the thing. I don't fix anyone. I guide them
right
through my powers, to my abilities, to my gifts, and to the tools that I learn. And
right.
But the pleasure, I love money, money loves me, but the pleasure of taking someone from A to B,
oh,
it's like almost a selfish pleasure of giving.
And you know, and it's okay to have that selfish pleasure. And for me, when I grew up, it was all about give, 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 give. And then if you're a people pleaser or a giver, you lack being able to receive. And I see that in so many women. And they have to capture the selfish pleasure because your soul craves it. not selfish, self-centered in an ego way, but a soulful way, heart-centered. We all need that selfish pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had a message for your younger self, what message was?
You are so worthy.
Mm-hmm.
You are so worthy just as you are in your magnificence.
A dream that you achieved already in your life?
Oh, I've had a lot of dreams achieved. And I would say probably the last dream that I achieved was I left my soul-sucking job and transitioned into just doing my spiritual work, which for me is not work because I'm so passionate about it. And I left. I was living in California at the time, in a very nice neighborhood, in a very nice place, worked at a very nice hospital, et cetera, et cetera. But I went, I'm done. I'm done with the boss from hell and all that kind of stuff. And I went back to Texas where my family is. And I'm on a ranch now. And I love it because when I need the fix, like the Westin Hotel or traveling, getting on a plane, well, guess what? I can go to the airport and do it. But all the other time, I have my horse, I have my goats, my
I'm
dog,
jealous.
my cat.
Okay.
Because
I'm
I talk to
jealous.
animals too. I'm an animal communicator as well. So I am in heaven with my family next door and all my animals in the open country. I mean, it takes grit too. You know?
Yeah, of course. What is the secret of your success?
Never give up. When I was little, my stepdad at the time told me, before Google and all this stuff, that the word can't, C-A-N apostrophe T, does not exist in the dictionary. Only the word can, C-A-N. I was so inspired by his teachings that in the back of my mind, it was where there's a will, there's a way. I can figure it out. And I was so blessed because spirit really was the wind underneath my wings.
Beautiful. Why should people watch this? Why should people listen or watch to this podcast?
Because if you're sitting feeling alone, overweight, whatever your condition is that you're beating yourself up for, you need to hear this, because no matter where you are in your life, you are worth so much more than you're thinking about at this moment. And if your life is going great, well, guess what? It can get even better.
Oh my God, a quote for a quote.
What?
A quote. Share a quote with us.
Share a quote. Oh my gosh, I don't have any memorized, but you know what? I have a lot in my book that are really wonderful. Let's see if I can just find one. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. This is by Joan Rivers, you know, the famous comedian.
I know Joan Rivers.
Love her. Love her. She says, I was smart enough to go through any door that opened.
Nice.
That's in my introduction chapter. I have a lot of wonderful women quotes in here. One man who was a veterinary quote.
Nice.
And I like men. So, you know, I like all people, but I just feel women need that little extra, especially in the day of what is a woman? I'm a woman. You're a woman. And there's lots of women out there just like this.
Mary, thank you so much. I want to say bye to our people watching. Please check Mary with I. Mary with I, you say I, right? Campbell, check out and be ready for her next course challenge.
And I have a gift for everyone that watches. On my website, marycampbell.com, there's a free gratitude meditation. It's 15 minutes of bliss. And believe me, gratitude is the foundation of all spirituality, all metaphysics, any religion of life. So get your free gratitude meditation. Follow me on social media.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank
I have a
you.
present for you as well. I'll give you in a second. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And I love you guys. I see you on the next one. Bye-bye.